Good evening, good evening, good evening. This is D Mason's The Rant. I'm D Mace, your ranter, and this is the Rant Nation. So tonight I just wanted to get back on here and just talk about Lupin again. So I actually did just finish it. It looks like it is completely done. It's been done for a while, but I was quite surprised that I just came on this show. It was really good, really good. And I did not know that there was also an animated version of this. Not this particular iteration, but just an animated version and based off of a book. So, um, in the closing of this one, it was really good. Assam, excuse me, Assam finally did the right thing, because he had his family, he had his wife there, he had his mother there, and his son, teenage son. And so he had betrayed his friend, which I was really turned off by that. I was really turned off by that in that episode. But there's a scene where, if you haven't seen the spoiler alert, there's a scene there where he actually betrays his friend who's been helping him since they've been kids. And so his friend's been helping him pull off these capers and all this other kind of stuff. Well, he sets up his friend at this big caper and lets his friend get taken down for the fall while he goes about his, revenge thing. And I get it. He was trying to really save his mom because they had his mom kidnapped and everything like that. And so he went about letting his friend getting locked up. And when I saw it, I was like, I can't stand this guy. I don't like this guy, man. He's a jerk. But anyway, because it seems real selfish in this show. Seems like a really selfish person. But finally, he does end up doing the right thing. He does get revenge on the people that he wants to get revenge on, which was a former, not really a coach, but he owned a gym. This guy owned a gym. And so what he would do is he would bring children in and cover them and let them do sports and different things like that. And he would lie for them and say that he's their foster parent to keep them out of the system and things like that. So he provided for them. But actually, he was also doing some wrong things where he was allowing these children to take the fall for him and do robberies and all kind of stuff. It was crazy. It was crazy. And so Assam was caught up in this. And so what ended up happening is, so years later, the guy gets arrested because he tricked one. He didn't really trick. He forced one of the kids into killing a cop. And so in killing that cop, they got into an accident because they were, so busy on the run and the rush. They got into an accident, all like that. Assam and his friend got away. And so his friend, the guy, Keller was his name, ended up getting arrested by the police, things like that. So he'd been doing a whole bunch of other things, and Assam had in his mind he was going to get revenge on him also. So anyway, long story short, so Assam ends up getting revenge on Keller. He ends up getting the Black Pearl, which he was actually looking for, which is something that he stole. And then he got his mom back and, all of that kind of stuff. So anyway, at the end, he decides, hey, we're going to escape. This is going to be my last caper because his mother and his wife are like, we're not doing any more capers. This is it. We're going away. You're going to do your last caper. Well, his wife was like, we're not going to do any more capers. We're just going to go away, disappear, because he was already believed to be dead. Assam was. So she's like, you're already dead, so they're not going to come looking for you anyway. So we're just going to disappear and live a happy life. So he's like, okay, yeah, we're going to go ahead and do that. Well, his mother knows that he's lying, that he's actually got another caper going on. And his mother's a pretty good thief, too. So the apple didn't fall far from the tree. And so anyway, she joins him in one of their last capers. And the last caper comes out, pulls off, and stuff like that. And he gets back the Black Pearl, gets Keller put in jail. And then he does something. He turns himself in, which is finally what he should have been doing anyway. Turns himself in. His friend who took the fall for him, he then allows to get out of jail. That was one of his requests with being caught. He's like, look, you got to let my friend out of jail because he really didn't do anything. I was the one that did it. He just took the fall for me. And so he gives them all 4 tickets, which his wife is thinking that it's going to be him, her son, his mother-in-law, and her, or her mother-in-law. And it's not. So what he does is the 4th ticket is actually for his best friend, which at that point, I wouldn't have been his best friend no more after that. But he was still talking to Osama. I'm like, why are you still talking to this guy? He ratted you. He set you up. But anyway, so that was the 4th ticket. So they all went away and they went into safety and went to, to their new life and things like that. And then Osama went into jail and got his friend out, went into jail, and now he's serving the time. But the interesting thing is at the end of it, Assam gets a letter. And the reason that this all started was because of a employer his father had that was corrupt. Assam sought out to get revenge on him. And so he was actually the next person in the cell to Assam, and Assam didn't know that. So when Assam gets into jail, he's got his books and everything like that. And I'm like, y'all got a refrigerator and a little stove in jail? Anyway, his jail is getting kind of. But anyway, so the next place that's over him, the next guy to him is that guy. And so the guy sends Assam a letter and lets Assam basically know, hey, I put all these wheels in motion for you, and now here you are. It was crazy. It was crazy. But I was glad to see that he did turn himself in and that his family, was able to get away. So this was a pretty good series. I would suggest it. Very, very. It has like a lot of intrigue. It has that, foreign or other overseas film feeling of Paris and everything like that. It's pretty good. I enjoyed it. So I would certainly suggest it. So it's called Lupin, and yeah, so check it out. Let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, share, subscribe. That's it for the video today. Let's get those subscriptions going. I'm at the 59 now. Let's roll it on up to 60, 65. Let's get some more subscriptions in there, guys. Appreciate y'all. Y'all have a wonderful day, and happy MLK Day tomorrow.